Welcome to Vital Steps with Dr. Adler. This is the show that helps you feel strong, clear, and healthy.
It's good
no
to
matter
see you
your
again,
age.
Doctor.
Each week, we share simple advice that's backed by science and full of wisdom. We talk about food, movement, sleep, and everything in between.
Yeah, guys, welcome to this episode with, of course, our own Dr. Adler. In this episode, we are talking about something super important, something that sounds healthy, but could actually be wrecking your blood sugar if you're not doing it right. We're breaking down these 5 oatmeal mistakes that are wrecking your blood sugar. Now, don't get it twisted. Oatmeal can be great for you, but only if you make the right way. And now, we're going to talk about the first big mistake that so many people make without even knowing. Okay, Doc, let's just start here. Everyone thinks oatmeal is like the gold medal winner of healthy breakfasts. I mean, it's on every health blog and every morning routine video. But what's the truth? What are people getting wrong with it?
You're right. Oatmeal can be a great choice. It's full of fiber, it's warm and filling, and it can be part of a really healthy meal. But here's the thing. Most people treat a plain bowl of oats like it's a full meal on its own, and that's where the mistake begins.
Okay, so let's get into the very first mistake that wrecks your blood sugar. What is it?
The big one, you're not adding enough protein on the side. That's a huge problem. People grab a bowl of oatmeal, maybe throw in a banana or some berries and call it breakfast. But what they're really doing is loading up on carbs without anything to slow down how fast their blood sugar spikes.
Wait, so even though oats are complex carbs, they can still spike your blood sugar?
Exactly. Oats are a better choice than sugary cereal, but they're still carbs. 1 cup of cooked oatmeal made with water gives you about 5 grams of protein. That's it. That's nowhere near enough to balance out the carbs in that same bowl.
So how much protein should someone have in the morning?
I always recommend 15 to 20 grams of protein at breakfast. That's the magic number. It helps your body feel full, longer, supports your muscles, keeps your metabolism working, and most importantly, helps keep your blood sugar stable.
So people are walking around thinking, I'm being healthy with my oatmeal, but really they're just eating a big bowl of sugar-spiking carbs?
Pretty much yes. Especially if they're adding fruit like bananas or maple syrup on top. It's like carb on carb on carb. Your blood sugar is going to go up fast, then crash down hard. That crash leaves you hungry, tired, and craving more sugar just a few hours later.
Okay, so how do we fix this? Let's say someone loves oatmeal. They eat it every day. What can they do to stop this blood sugar roller coaster?
The good news is, it's an easy fix. Just add protein. And there are lots of ways to do it. First, make your oats with soy milk, cow's milk, or protein-fortified almond milk instead of water. That simple swap can already add a good 8 to 10 grams of protein.
That's a solid start. What else?
You can also stir in a scoop of protein powder. It mixes well, especially if the oatmeal is warm. Or go with PB2, which is powdered peanut butter. 2 tablespoons of that gives you 6 grams of protein, and it dissolves right into the oats. No mess, no chunks.
I didn't even know PB2 was a thing. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. But even if you don't have that, simple things work too. A handful of almonds, a spoonful of peanut butter, or even chia seeds or hemp seeds, they all add protein. 1 ounce of almonds, for example, gives you 6 grams of protein. They also bring healthy fats, which help with blood sugar.
So if I make oatmeal with almond milk, stir in some PB2, and throw in some almonds, I am basically golden?
Pretty close. That would get you well into that 15 to 20 grams of protein range. And now your breakfast has protein, fiber, and healthy fats. That's the trio you want. It keeps your blood sugar from going wild.
Now I've got to ask, what happens if someone keeps ignoring this and just eats carb-heavy? Oatmeal every morning?
Great question. Over time, if your breakfasts keep causing these big blood sugar spikes, your body starts struggling to manage it. You feel hungry all the time, you may gain weight around the belly, and if it continues long enough, it raises your risk for insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes.
Whoa, that's serious.
It really is. And the sad part is that people think they're doing the right thing by eating oatmeal, but without the protein, they're setting themselves up for trouble. That's why I always say, healthy doesn't mean automatic. You've got to build the bowl the right way.
So just for fun, let's build a quick breakfast. Oatmeal made with soy milk. Scoop of protein. Powder. Sliced strawberries. Some walnuts on top. Is that a winner?
That's a big winner. You've got carbs, protein, healthy fats, and produce. That's a blood sugar-friendly meal. Your energy will stay strong all morning. And your body will thank you, exactly.
Love it. And I love how simple it is too. You don't need to be a chef to get this right.
Just a few smart moves and your oatmeal goes from sugar spiker to powerhouse breakfast.
All right, so mistake number 1? Nailed it. But let's be real here. There's more danger hiding in that innocent little bowl than most folks think. And Doc, I know you've got something else that really wrecks blood sugar. What's next?
Next up, mistake number 2. And this one's sneaky. It's all about what people are putting on top of their oatmeal. I call it the sugar bomb bowl.
Sugar bomb? That sounds like something from a cereal box.
Honestly, it might as well be. People think they're doing a healthy thing by eating oatmeal, but then they add toppings that secretly turn their bowl into dessert. And the worst part? They don't even know it.
Okay, let's get into it. What toppings are we talking about? Like syrup and stuff?
Exactly. Things like brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, those are all pure sugar. They might seem natural, but your body still sees them as added sugar. And when you already have a carb-rich base like oatmeal, adding sugar on top just throws your blood sugar into a tailspin.
So, I guess pouring in a little sweetened almond milk isn't doing me any favors?
Bingo. Flavored non-dairy milk like vanilla almond or coconut milk usually has added sugar. Same with sweetened nut butter and dried fruits like cranberries or raisins. People throw them in thinking they're being healthy, but they're adding hidden sugar without realizing it.
Wow. So, they think they're building a superfood breakfast, but they're actually eating a sugar trap.
Exactly. It's like wearing gym clothes and calling it a workout. You look the part, but it's not helping you. That sugar stack pushes your blood sugar way up fast, and then it crashes just as hard. That crash, it makes you feel sleepy, cranky, and craving more sugar. It's a cycle that's tough to break.
So, what's the fix here? How do we still make oatmeal taste good without turning it into a sugar dessert?
It's easier than people think. Use fresh fruit instead of dried. Berries are a great choice. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They're naturally sweet, but they have fiber and vitamins too. Another tip, mash half a banana into your oats while cooking. It gives natural sweetness and adds fiber. Half a banana has about 1 gram of fiber, and that helps slow sugar absorption.
That's smart. And what about flavor? Sometimes people just want that cozy oatmeal vibe.
Totally get that. Try adding cinnamon, nutmeg, or even a drop of vanilla extract. Cinnamon especially helps with blood sugar. Plus, it smells amazing. You can still get that sweet feel without the crash.
Okay, so let me recap real quick. If you're pouring syrup, sweetened milk, and dried fruits on your oats, you've basically made a sugary breakfast bomb, even if it started with good intentions.
Exactly. The bowl might look quote-unquote healthy, but your blood sugar doesn't care how pretty it looks. It just reacts to what's in it. Keep the sweetness natural, keep the fiber high, and balance the bowl.
Makes sense. So that brings us to mistake number 3. And I'm really curious about this one, because it feels like a trick question. It's about the type of oats people choose, right?
Yep, this one is all about confusion. People think certain types of oats are healthier than others, and that can totally backfire.
Okay, so let's talk about it. What's the deal with steel-cut oats? I hear people say all the time, "Oh, I eat steel-cut oats because they're the healthiest."
And yes, the steel-cut oat myth. It's everywhere. People think steel-cut oats are magic because they're less processed, but here's the truth. Nutritionally, they're not that different from rolled oats or old-fashioned oats.
Wait, really?
Yes, it's a shocker for a lot of people. The main difference is texture and cooking time. Steel-cut oats are chewier and take longer to cook. Rolled oats are softer. But when it comes to fiber, protein, and carbs, they're almost the same.
So if I like old-fashioned oats better, I can totally eat those and still be healthy?
Absolutely. In fact, I always tell people, go with the oats you enjoy. If you like how it tastes, you're more likely to stick with it. There's no gold medal here for picking the toughest oat.
All right, but what about the one oat we shouldn't eat? I feel like say catch.
There is. The only oat that really causes trouble is prepackaged flavored instant oats. These are usually filled with added sugar, And that's where the damage happens. Some packets have as much sugar as a candy bar. Seriously.
So, even though it's oatmeal, it's more like a sweet snack?
Exactly. And remember, it's not just sugar. It's sugar on top of carbs. That combo is what sends your blood sugar sky high. If you want quick oats, go for plain instant oats and dress them up yourself. Add your fruit, your cinnamon, your protein. You stay in control.
So, if I'm standing in the grocery store and see a box of maple brown sugar oatmeal packets, I should just run the other way.
Unless you want to crash by 10 a.m., yes, stick to the plain oats. And don't let fancy names fool you. Maple and brown sugar sound cozy, but they're just sugar in disguise.
Okay, so quick review. People wreck their blood sugar when they add the wrong toppings like syrup or sweet milk, and also when they think steel-cut oats are better and ignore the sugar. Hiding in instant packets.
Perfect summary. The truth is, oatmeal can be a great breakfast or a total disaster. It's all in the details.
Man, I am learning so much in this episode. I always thought just eating oats was enough to be healthy, but now I see it as all about how you do it.
That's the key. Food is powerful, but it has to work with your body, not against it. And when it comes to breakfast, it sets the tone for your whole day.
So true. And listen, if you're eating oatmeal every day and your energy's crashing your blood, sugar might be screaming for help.
Exactly. Fixing just these mistakes, toppings, and type of oats can totally change how you feel all morning long.
All right, folks, you heard it from Dr. Adler. Ditch the sugar bomb toppings and pick the oats that work for you, not trick you. Your blood sugar will thank you.
And so will your brain, your belly, and your energy levels.
So let us keep it rolling. We've talked about protein, toppings, and oat types. But there's one thing I keep seeing everywhere, those little instant oatmeal packets. They're quick, they're easy, and they come in fun flavors like apple cinnamon or strawberries and cream. But what's the catch?
Mistake number 4, and this one fools a lot of people. Those prepackaged instant oatmeals with added sweeteners are a sneaky sugar bomb too. People grab them thinking they're healthy, but they're packed with extra sugar.
Okay, but how bad are we talking here? It's just a packet of oats, right?
Well, let's break it down. A lot of those packets can have 8 to 12 grams of added sugar. That's 3 teaspoons of sugar before your day even starts. And remember, you're already eating carbs from the oats. So, when you pour hot water on it, you're basically creating a sugary soup.
Whoa. So, it's like starting your day with dessert.
Exactly. And here's the problem. It doesn't keep you full. That sugar spikes your blood sugar fast, then drops it just as fast. So by mid-morning, you're hungry again. Maybe even cranky or sleepy.
I've totally felt that. Like I eat breakfast, but then I'm starving by 10 a.m.
That's the sugar roller coaster. It's rough on your body. And over time, it messes with how your body handles insulin. That can lead to weight gain, insulin resistance, and even type 2 diabetes if it becomes a habit.
Okay, so what's the fix? Is all instant oatmeal bad?
Not all. There are plain unflavored instant oats that are totally fine. They cook fast, and they're a good option if you're in a hurry. The key is avoiding the ones with added sugars and flavors. You want to build the flavor yourself with fruit, cinnamon, or even a dash of vanilla.
So, if I see brown sugar cinnamon on the label, I should probably run.
Unless you want a sugar crash, yes, run. Read the label. If sugar is one of the first ingredients, it's a no-go.
All right, so plain instant oats, fruit on top, and maybe a little peanut butter. And I'm good?
That's a winning combo. Quick, easy, and blood sugar friendly.
All right, mistake 4. Check. Now, let's talk about the last one. This one surprised me, Doc. People using cream in their oatmeal? What's the big deal with that?
Great question. Mistake number 5 is all about those creamy additions that seem harmless, but aren't. Using heavy cream or half and half in your oatmeal adds a big dose of saturated fat and calories, and that can affect your blood sugar too.
Wait, I thought fat helps slow down sugar spikes?
That's true, to a point. But saturated fats, like the ones in cream, do something different. They can make your body less sensitive to insulin over time. That means your blood sugar stays higher after meals, and that's not what we want.
Wow, I didn't know that. So pouring in cream for that rich taste is actually making things worse?
Exactly. Plus, just 2 tablespoons of heavy cream adds over 100 calories and 10 grams of fat. and it doesn't bring any protein or fiber, so you're getting extra calories without the stuff your body actually needs.
So what's a better choice if someone still wants creamy oatmeal?
Great question. Go for unsweetened plant milks like almond, oat, or soy milk. Even better, use soy milk or cow's milk because they also give you some protein. That helps with fullness and blood sugar control.
I like that. So you still get that soft, creamy texture, but with way better benefits?
Exactly. And you're not putting stress on your blood sugar. It's all about smart swaps. Cream might taste good, but what about the crash afterward? Not worth it. You got it. And the wild thing is, people are doing all of this and thinking they're having a healthy breakfast. But their bodies are saying, help.
So it's not about never eating oatmeal. It's about making it the right way with the right stuff.
That's the heart of it. Oatmeal can be one of the best breakfasts out there, but only when you skip the traps. Build your bowl with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. And always read those labels. That's a good thing. A little change goes a long way, especially with breakfast. You start your day right, your blood sugar stays steady, and your energy stays strong.
Man, I'll never look at my morning oats the same again. Well, we've now covered 5 big oatmeal mistakes that mess with your blood sugar, and how to fix every single one. What kind of oats do you eat? Do you add protein? Or maybe you just realized you've been using the wrong toppings this whole time? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear how you make your oats. And hey, if you learned something today, give this episode a like, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone who needs better mornings too. Thanks again to Dr. Adler, and thanks to all of you for listening. See you next time.